Hi and welcome to another episode of Ghosts of England. Today we look at 15 reports from the county of Hampshire. Number 1. Homeless Woman. Reports coming in from the 1990s on the road between Aldershot and Tweedledon. The phantom of a homeless woman has been seen wandering about. It is believed that she died from being run over nearby. Number 2. Angry Monk. Be careful if you plan on going sightseeing around Catton's Grave and Kinclair Road in Basingstoke. At least 2 witnesses have reported being attacked by a grey monk-like entity. One witness even believes that the spirit tried to take over their body. Number 3. Loud Whispers. The Palace Lane cottage in Bellew is haunted by loud whispers that can be heard throughout the building, along with footsteps and an entity that opens and closes doors. So everything you'd want from a haunted house. Number 4. Screaming Animal. A report coming in from 1975 from Follyfield in Bishop's Waltham. A teenager setting off on his paper round became the witness of an ungodly scream coming from an unseeable animal running through the field. It sounded as though the animal was in pain. Behind the screams, the teenager could hear the galloping of a horse. Number 5. The Punished Nun. While alive, this nun broke her vows and left the rectory at Chibolton, only to return several years later looking for forgiveness. She was punished, however, by being bricked up alive within the walls of the rectory. Her spirit has been seen wandering around site. But damn, that is one hell of a punishment. Number 6. Black Hooded Figure. In November 1999, on Green Lane in Gosport, a taxi driver had to perform an emergency stop to avoid hitting a faceless entity in a black hood. The figure, however, slowly dissolved in front of the driver. Number 7. The Visitor in the Night. In August of 2010, in a hotel in Gosport, a woman awoke in the middle of the night to see a young girl standing over her husband. The woman closed her eyes out of fear and soon fell back to sleep. The following morning, whilst she was talking to the staff about the encounter, the staff had told her that the young girl had been seen by visitors in the past. My only question is, how do you go back to sleep after seeing something like that? I would have run out screaming. Number 8. Man in Black. During the 60s, the figure of a man in black thought to possibly be a priest was seen so often in the Old Fleet Manor house in Hayland Island that the animals in the building even got used to him. Number 9. Cavalier. On the south side of the A30 in Hook, the spirit of a cavalier has been spotted wearing a long cape and wide-brimmed hat. The Civil War soldier holds a broken sword in his hands. Number 10. Little Girl. In the 1940s, in the Nately Towers in Hook, a young boy had managed to get into a room that had always remained locked, to find a young girl inside. Her hair had little ringlets in it. The boy thought nothing of the encounter until he spoke to his mother later on. He then realised that the little girl was in fact a ghost. Number 11. Sounds of a Flute. In areas around Liphook, the sounds of a flute can be heard coming from behind trees and bushes within the village. The music is described as enchanting. Number 12. Headless Horseman. A headless horseman has been seen in Angledown Barrow in Lichfield. The entity is said to be holding his head under one arm and had appeared to a small group of men that had started digging in the area. Number 13. Tall Man. The Swan Inn, located in Lyndhurst, is rumoured to be haunted by the spirit of a tall man believed to be the former landlord that committed suicide. Number 14. Blue Nurse. A love story ending badly. The spirit of a nurse would appear every now and then in the old Victorian military hospital in Netley, before it was demolished. It was believed that the nurse fell in love with a patient, but ended up killing him and herself after she found out he was seeing another woman. And finally, number 15. Man in the Road. In December 1991 in Petersfield on the A3, a lorry driver reported running down a figure of a man stood in the middle of the road that looked as though he was signalling for help. The distraught lorry driver had rang the police and told them what had happened. The police officers did a full search of the area, but could find nothing to suggest that someone had been run over. That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.